What's up? What's up? It's your boy Heat Detector, and this is the check in. Yep, the check in. I'm back doing it again. Yes, sir. Every Sunday, you know what it is. Just give me a moment while I adjust a couple of things, and we will be in it to win it. And in the meantime, the uh, the disclaimer as usual. Um, I'm not a therapist, neither are people on the show mostly or counselor, but we do have someone that drops in every once in a while, and that is a actual therapist counselor. Um, I have no degrees on anything. I don't claim to know everything or anything like that. Just a dude who's on a journey in life to be better, to do better with myself, and to do better with others around me. Also, too, if you're thin skinned, you get your feelings hurt easy or don't like foul language or anything like that, this is probably not the show for you. Just click on something else. You dream of bunny rabbits and cotton candy and running through fields of unicorns and shit like that. This is probably not for you. There's a lot of blunt talk on this show. There's a lot of things said on this show. So if you don't like what you hear, just go somewhere else. Just click on something else. Would prefer you to stay. Maybe you do need to hear it. Maybe you don't. But somebody does, and we don't need you to or anyone to uh block not block the channel, but report the channel or anything like that. This is very helpful information for everybody, especially if you're seeking to be on a journey or you're already on a journey. There's always some insightful things being said and tools given to help if you're dealing with certain things. With that being said, let's get into it, I suppose. So tonight, if you read the title, we're going to be talking about trauma and how to let go of trauma. And I know that may sound silly, but it's like how to let go of it, or can you release trauma? Can you do something with it? Some people may not even know that they're even dealing with trauma. Some people may not even understand what trauma is. And I personally think it comes in all different forms or shows itself in different forms as far as like how you react and how your body reacts and how you react mentally. I'm no therapist or counselor of any sort, but I know things that I've gone through in life, things that I go through in life still, and the journey that I'm on, and me beginning to understand a lot of these things, beginning to understand what trauma is and what my trauma. Everybody has different trauma, but I believe we all have it. And importantly, like how to deal with it because shit can fuck you up. And you could be living in it and not even know that you're living in it. And it affects you in so many different ways. It affects how you behave. It'll affect the choices that you make. Um, it affect you emotionally. It can affect how you pick and choose your partner in life or your friends. It can affect you shit in every aspect of your life when you're dealing with things that happen to you. You know, when you're dealing with things or when you haven't dealt with things. How about that? If you haven't dealt with things that you've been through in life, like emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. It could be a car accident. It could be being hurt on the job or something. I mean, it affects a lot of people in a lot of different ways. So Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Turn on a monitor. So I'm not looking up. There are some people. There are some people who say that trauma doesn't exist, or it's just a word. It is like a new word, like a new fashionable word to use, like in the psychology field or in the therapy field. But it's a real fucking thing. I mean, anybody that's been through something traumatic in their life, they know, like you know how it affects you. You may not be aware of it affecting you, but you know something ain't right. Something isn't right. If you have been a person who's dealt with a lot of physical abuse, that trauma may show itself in a lot of different ways. I mean, I don't know all of the ways, but I can tell you that it could probably be you being either extremely violent or not trusting people, and like and when I say not trusting people, I mean like these when you have like real trust issues, you don't trust people because people have abused you, people have done things to you in your life, especially in your real formidable years. These things affect you as an adult. They affect you as teenagers. They affect you. They affect how you move and how you operate, how your brain is wired. You know, and those things can really fuck you up in life. And so tonight, I wanted to talk about how do you how do you navigate that? How do you even know if you're a person dealing with trauma, whatever your trauma is, whatever it is that you have been through in your life? You probably don't even know it. It probably shows itself in a lot of different ways. But anxiety, you may have uh, anxiety attacks and you don't even know that you're having them. You know, it may show itself like that. It may show itself as an anxiety attack. And a lot of people don't even know that they're having anxiety attacks. They don't even know that's a thing. They just, oh, well, I always get nervous around people, or I always feel this way sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When the truth is, that's probably that's probably more than likely like anxiety attack. Heart starts racing, have fucked up thoughts. You could be feeling lightheaded with your heart racing, like trouble breathing. Feel like you need to just get away. I've had those a lot of times in my life. I still have them. And I used to think before I understood what anxiety was. I used to think that I was just, I don't know, like getting nervous or, just like, antsy or something. You know what I mean? Like, ah, fuck, I just need to get away from here right now or something. When it was really like I was having an anxiety attack because something within that space that I was in, something within that, whatever I was doing, triggered something that was even, excuse me, even more suppressed that reminded me of that opened up that door. You know what I'm saying? It could have been some physical abuse that I had suffered, and then seeing somebody fight triggers that shit. Then I start having anxiety about it, and I start flipping the fuck out. I'm not saying that that's what it was, but I'm just giving examples right now. Although that has happened, or being around a lot of people with too much stimulation, too many things going on at one time, you can get anxiety and feel like you need to get the fuck up out of that space. You need to move. You need to move around. You need to move around quick. And in my case, I was talking to a friend earlier, and when I started to realize I was having these panic attacks, these uh, anxiety attacks, like I would get in this mind, like my heart would start pounding. I'd start feeling a lot of different things, but one of the main things that I would feel would be extreme amount of anger and extreme amount of violence. So like my answer to get the fuck out of that situation was to do something extremely violent and something to get away from whatever that chaotic shit was. Then and whatever triggered that. Maybe it was the people, maybe it was just the too much noise, or whatever it was. I know that was a thing. It still is a thing. I'll get in, and it's crazy because I'm around a lot of people all of the time, but it's not. It doesn't bother me that much. I don't know what exactly that trigger is yet. I haven't figured that one out yet, but I know that it does happen and it does affect me. I know that, and it's really at that point, whenever that starts to happen, I just, you know, not necessarily meditate, but I'll just breathe, get my breathing under control, redirect my thinking, and then slowly inch my way up out of that situation, or get the fuck up out of it, or go get some air, or do something. But I remove myself from whatever that is causing me to feel that way. I remove myself, and it could be a room, it could be a room full of people, it could be outside. Man, I was at the zoo, and I was having crazy thoughts of, like, I was having a panic attack, and I didn't know why, but I started to think, like, all right, the next motherfucker that comes up, I'm just gonna fucking I'm just gonna go off on him. I'm just gonna hit this motherfucker, and hopefully, like, the police or somebody would come, and then when police would come, I would do something to definitely get my ass arrested, so I could get locked the fuck up and just get the fuck away from everything. And that had me feeling even way, way more uncomfortable, because I mean, I don't want to do that shit. But that feeling was strong as hell. It was super strong, and it wasn't the first time that I've ever felt anything like that. So I thought today, because I only come up with these things to talk about whenever I'm thinking about something on the day of doing the check-in. And I thought, man, I wonder how many people are walking around with trauma, and they don't know, or they don't know that it affects them. I'm sure they know, like, oh, okay, yeah, my mom used to talk shit to me all the time and tell me I was worthless, or beat on me and say that all the time and tell me I was fucking worthless. Uh, but they don't think about that affecting them as an adult. They don't think about how that affects their relationships as they grow older, from teens up until adulthood. You don't know how that would shape how they interact with people, how they deal with people, how they behave around people. So I'm gonna tell you, my behavior back in the day, boy, I was extremely reckless, extremely reckless, and I didn't understand a lot of the reasons why I was doing the things that I was doing. I didn't understand why I was doing them. I was just doing them. I knew they were fucked up. I knew I was doing fucked up shit, but it's almost like I had zero control over it. It's like I had zero control over it. I could be having the thought of doing something really fucked up, but, and I'm thinking at the same time in my mind, you realize when you do this shit, or if you do this shit, the consequences of what you're gonna do, or what you're thinking about doing, is gonna be fucked up. But there would be a part of my brain that would just say, man, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? And that's a scary thought. For me, it is. And you can just imagine the amount of people that are just walking around and they don't know or don't understand what they're dealing with or how to deal with it. It's scary. It could literally drive you insane. It's scary as fuck. And I'm sorry, I'm really cracking up. Quick story. So I have a dog. I don't mean to get off topic, but this is hilarious. But not really. But so I found some edibles in my studio. I don't do edibles or smoke weed or anything like that, but my my sons had it. It was like 5 months ago, and they left it out. They couldn't find it, but I found it, and I put it away, and I was like, whatever, I'll give it to them another time. They were already smoking too much and doing too much anyways. So 5 months rolls around. I'm looking for something in the house today, And I find the fucking shit in the studio. Brand new bag of edibles. It was cookie dough edibles, and the whole bag was 1,000 milligrams. So I put the shit down. I go and I take a shower. I get out of the shower, and I'm dying laughing right now because I'm looking at this shit right now. I get out of the shower, and the bag is ripped open. It's tore all apart. There are no edibles left. And I have one dog. I have a couch in the studio, and the one dog is on the couch, and he's looking at me like, I didn't do that shit. And the other one is not around, and I'm looking for the damn dog, and it's over by the dryer, and it's just sitting. And mind you, this dog is a constant ball of energy, just never not moving, and an attention whore. She's a puppy, and this motherfucker ate the whole bag of edibles. And so for the last fucking 4 hours, them shits have been fucking hitting in. My son had taken the motherfucking when he's brought it back into the studio, and this motherfucker is walking around, bumping into the walls, and looking around, being all crazy. Yo, this shit is bananas. I don't know what to do for the poor fucker, but she's fucked up. I wish I could put the camera on her. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fucking finish this show and be all serious looking at this fucking dog. He just came and dropped her off into the studio and set her down on the couch. She looked like she was fucking sleeping, and then she just popped up, fell off the couch, and now she's just walking around, bumping into shit, fucking looking stupid. Oh my god, poor dog. Anyways, yeah, I don't know where to go from that. I think I need to probably give this fucker some water or something. I don't know. That kind of fucked up the whole show for tonight. So I feel bad. That's 1,000 fucking milligrams with each. There were the cookie dough edibles, and each one of the little cookie dough balls has this motherfucker had like a 38 grams or something, or 28 grams of THC in it. This motherfucker ate the whole bag. The whole bag was 1,000 milligrams of THC. So the dog is fucked up right now. This dog is fucked up. And she's walking around, looking around like, where in the fuck am I? And bumping into shit, stumbling. She can't sit still because then she'll start teetering and going to fall over. And goddamn, I can't. What the fuck? This motherfucker is out of his mind. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I should probably tend to this. The dog is completely fucked up. If I have no way of putting the camera on her right now. If I did, I would, and it is fucking hilarious. I can't see her right now. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Wonder. I have no idea what she's doing. I don't trust her because she's high as fuck, and she could possibly eat something more. This motherfucker, come on. She's fucked up. Oh my god. That was I think it's getting worse because that was so fucking when she ate that shit, that was about 3 hours ago. The motherfuckers must be really kicking in right now. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Um, I'm not gonna be able to concentrate. She just leaned against the table and it just melted onto the floor. That I don't know what the fuck. This ain't cool. But it is funny as shit. This shit is fucking hilarious. All right, well, um I can't be serious like looking at this. All right, so trauma. I don't know. Not tonight. Um I think I'm gonna go tend to this dog because now she's not moving. Wonder. She's under the table, but she's blinking her eyes, so I guess she's all right for now. Hey, Never in my life ever seen a dog like this. I never. Well, first of all, I've never seen a dog high, but a high off 1,000 milligrams of motherfucking THC. I think this motherfucker. I don't know. It's gonna be a long night. All right. Well, I apologize, but this is too much right now. We will come back. We will revisit trauma, and we'll talk about those things next week. Thank you for anybody and everybody who has paid attention. Hit the like and subscribe. Um, I will have to come back and revisit this. I need to take care of this animal. Um, thank you. Be safe out there. Come check us back out. Check me back out next Sunday. You can check out all of the other shows that we have on the channel. There's a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Be safe. If you feel like talking next week, check in with the check in, man. Thank you for watching. Peace.